I love that house. I love that house. I don't know where I'm going. I guess Sleepy Hollow Cemetery. The cemetery is tucked away in Concord, Massachusetts. That's about 30 minutes outside of Boston. It was designed by architects Horace Cleveland and Robert Copeland, who were very good friends with many of the Transcendentalism leaders of the day, particularly with Ralph Waldo Emerson. Because we are crippled, we need to drive around. I remember that it's very sandy. Transcendentalism is a belief that there is goodness in all people and nature, and that society and its institutions is what corrupts people. People are at their best when they are truly independent. Kind of like a 19th century hippie. And to Emerson's delight, the designers left much of the original natural vegetation in place, unlike those other cemeteries where they rip everything up and replace it with ornamental shrubs. It just looks so planned. Josephus and Josephine must have been twins. They were so creative back then with their names and epitaphs. And this guy must have had a big ego. The cemetery was dedicated on September 29th, 1855, and Emerson was the one who gave the dedication speech. The garden of the living, said Emerson, is as much for the benefit for the living, to communicate their relationship to the natural world, as it is to honor the dead. It's not, okay. It's wintertime. It's wintertime. Never mind. Father? Mother? Oh, look at that millstone. That's awesome. That's so cool. Seems like the whole Emerson family is buried here.
It looks like this was the shortcut way. My mother is going to meet us, hopefully on the other side. We shall see. I was just trying to tell my mom that it was just too far for her to walk around, but it's really cool up here.
I later found out that her knees were killing her.
There. She's down there somewhere. Where is she? Right there.
My poor mom. Although I shouldn't have been climbing all over either this soon after knee surgery.
Oh, this was paved at one time. It wasn't really paved, but... And they're retarded with this leg. I'm going to meet her around here, and then we're going to drive all the way to the poets section so she doesn't have to walk. I'm just going to go up because I know all of them are up. They're up. They're all up.
Look at that one over there. Look at the little one.
Oh, yeah.
That was like that one that fell down over there.
That's cool. Oh my. This is cool, just in kind of like Bonaventure, but not really.
This is called Melvin Memorial, sculpted by Daniel Chester French. It's called Morning Victory, and it's for 3 brothers that were killed in the Civil War. Slow and steady wins the race. It's gated, so you couldn't get that close, but I did learn that Emerson went by his middle name Waldo. He also believed that the universe was composed of nature and the soul, which of course made him constantly a critic to the pressures of society. I just learned that it's pronounced thorough. It's pretty thorough to pronounce it thorough. So Henry David Thoreau, who was best friends with Emerson, was best known for the book Walden, which is about simple living in natural surroundings. And his motto is, quote, "That government is best which governs least," end quote. Another friend of Emerson's is Nathaniel Hawthorne. He wrote The Scarlet Letter and The House of Seven Gables. I was there. Link up above. Louisa May Alcott is here, and I will quote from her book, Little Women. "Our burdens are here, our road is before us, and the longing for goodness and happiness is the guide that leads us through. People are still being buried here today. And I also learned that there's a path in the back of the newer part that leads to the Great Meadows National Wildlife Refuge. I had no idea. I'm going to have to go check that out. During the dedication, Emerson said, "When these acorns that are falling at our feet are oaks overshadowing our children in a remote century, this mute green bank will be full of history. The good, the wise, and the great will have left their names and virtues on the trees, will have made the air tunable and articulate." If you want, check out some of my other videos on this channel. Some of them are like this one. As always, thanks for gallivanting with me, and be safe.